Nigeria has 22 airports operated by the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria. Five of these are functional international airports. In addition, there are state airports and airstrips or airfields scattered around the country. Here in Lagos, 3 airports serve the air traffic needs of passengers. First is the Murtala Mohammed International Airport. It was originally known as Lagos International Airport. The new terminal opened officially on 15th of March 1979 and was named after a former Nigerian military head of state, Murtala Mohammed. This international terminal was modeled after the Amsterdam airport. It's the nation's busiest airport with an added cargo terminal open 24 hours daily. "26 foreign airlines plus some of the nation's domestic airlines fly in and out of the terminal each day. The control tower here also takes charge of the air traffic. Two years ago, the terminal was expanded on the D&E wings and extended a few meters forward. The exterior facades of the building was mended to give it a modern look and an expansion of the footprint to create additional capacity and circulation space. New check-in areas and counters as well as immigration desks were added to ease passage for passengers. The General Aviation Terminal is a fan-operated terminal. It was remodeled in 2012 at the cost of 648 million naira. The domestic Terminal 1 in the country had its departure and arrival hall expanded to process about 2.8 million passengers per annum. The airport can handle 12 arriving commercial airplanes at the peak period and 1,500 departing passengers daily. The offices in the one-story facility was built to meet modern airport standards. And lastly, the Murtala Mohammed Airport 2 is the first and only privately funded terminal in Nigeria. It's also the first major build, operate, and transfer project. The MMA2 has an obvious passenger and airline demand and currently handles over 50 flights a day. The airport's distinct features include a state-of-the-art terminal building, a multi-story car park, an apron and cargo shed. The COPS, the self-service check-in kiosk, was launched and the airline check-in counters increased to 45.
This is the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. It's Nigeria's main international air gateway amongst 4 others. It is from here in 2014 that an individual brought the deadly disease into the country. And now that there's a fresh outbreak in Congo, Nigeria is taking no chances so that the case of once bitten, twice shy holds. For the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, passenger screening has been revived again.
I never relaxed her compliance with this issue of Ebola. You know, the first incident happened in year 2014. We still have our thermal scanners in all of our major international airports. We never removed them. You know, the thermal scanners are equipment that are used to check, you know, the temperature of every passenger. Once you arrive into our airports, you walk past the thermal scanner, it will immediately take your temperature. And once it's above the normal, the regular, you're pulled aside for further checks. So
here at one of the entry points within the MMIA, passengers who make their way in have their temperatures taken on this automatic thermal scanner.
Yes, it's to make the process faster and more convenient for passengers, because unnecessary delay in aviation business, you want to minimize delay. You don't want to stress travelers who have been coming from different parts of the world.
If this scanner picks up a suspected temperature of any individual, it's straight to this room for further examination.
So any passenger that has temperature that the alarm has been raised, then passenger will be gently asked to move aside, and further question will be asked. Then further temperature check also will be done. Then the risk assessment will be done, and it can now, based on risk assessment, then further actions will be taken. Then, however, if we feel that person is a suspect, where the ambulance will be called from Lagos State, there's an exit area which you are going to see that the ambulance comes, and the passenger also can be taken to the tarmac area. The reason for this is to minimize contacts with other airport users.
The surveillance team here is operating on a documented emergency plan that incorporates quite a number of agencies, all in a bid to ensure that what happened in 2014 doesn't happen again.
Ever since the reports, in fact, we went swiftly into action. We've been having series of meetings, and we've checked out. We have advised the portals to check all their thermal scanner and the infrared scanners to see that they are well calibrated and they are working. And also, in the joint meeting we had, we have also agreed on training. In fact, we will train medical staffs and even non-medical staff alike, because we want everybody to understand the spread of disease and what they can do to protect themselves, protect their family, and protect the community. So the training is ongoing and is to continue to be ongoing.
Medical personnel here add that a person could take ill on board, and so there's a separate isolation center on the air side to reduce contact. Federal government says it has also reactivated the emergency operation centers created during the 2014 Ebola outbreak to prepare for any confirmed cases.
And that's all we have for this week. See you next time. I'm Bukola Joe Oketumbi.